In the last class, we were talking about respiration, the basic concept of respiration. And so today, we will be dealing with the topic types of respiration. There are basically two types of respiration. One is aerobic respiration and the other anaerobic respiration. So let us first deal with aerobic respiration. Aerobic, the word means air. Other word for aerobic respiration is cellular respiration. As I said that the meaning of aerobic is air, so this is a type of respiration which involves oxygen, which can only take place in the presence of oxygen. And what is the requirement of oxygen? The oxygen helps in breaking the food consisting of glucose. It helps in breaking the glucose into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Aerobic respiration is a process in which the food is completely oxidized to form carbon dioxide and water. That means here the glucose is completely broken down to form carbon dioxide and water, and the energy is released. Where it take place? It take place in human beings, usually in the cells of the body. Now, as we know, the oxygen is needed in this process. From where does we get oxygen? Oxygen can be gained from the atmosphere. It enters the body through the nose and passes through the lungs, and from the lungs it is transported to different cells, and inside each cell the aerobic respiration takes place. That means inside each cell the glucose is broken down completely into carbon dioxide and water. That's why this process is also known as cellular respiration. The equation is given: glucose plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus water. The other type of respiration is anaerobic respiration, or you can call it fermentation. This respiration either take place in microorganisms. Microorganisms are the organisms which you cannot see with your naked eyes. You need a microscope to view them, like fungi, yeast, bacteria. And the other organism in which anaerobic respiration takes place is human being, but not in all cells, only in muscle cells. What happens during anaerobic respiration? This respiration takes place without oxygen, and without presence of oxygen, in absence of oxygen, glucose is incompletely breakdown. Partially oxidized means incomplete or partial breakdown, and it can be broken down into either lactic acid, as in human muscle cells, or ethyl alcohol or ethanol in yeast and fungi, and carbon dioxide. And during this process, there is the release of energy, which is in less amount in comparison to the aerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, there is much larger amount of energy released, whereas in anaerobic respiration, less amount of energy is released. Now, the respiration is not a two-step process, but it is a lengthy process occurring in many steps. Half of the initial steps, starting steps, takes place in cytoplasm of the cell, whereas the later steps takes place in mitochondria of the cell. So let us first talk about the aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, the glucose, which is a 6 carbon compound or 6 carbon molecule, C6H12O6, is attacked by the enzymes in the cytoplasm. What are enzymes? Enzymes are chemicals which helps in increasing the rate of reaction. As I have told in the last class, increasing the speed of the reaction. So in the presence of enzyme, C6H12O6 glucose is broken down into a 3-carbon molecule. Glucose is a 6-carbon molecule, but it is broken into 3-carbon molecule. And the formula is C3H6O3. Now, this molecule is again attacked by the oxygen, 6 molecules of oxygen, and various enzymes also work there. And in the mitochondria, this is broken down into carbon dioxide, water plus energy. Energy released during this process is in large amount. The next B number you can see, anaerobic respiration yeast. Here also the glucose is attacked by the enzymes, that means enzymes also work here, and the glucose 6-carbon molecule is broken down again into pyruvate, a 3-carbon molecule. Again enzymes work here again and is further broken down into ethanol, C2H5OH plus carbon dioxide plus energy. And the energy released in this process is less in comparison to anaerobic respiration energy release. And no oxygen involvement is here. C number is anaerobic respiration, which usually takes place in either bacteria or the human muscle cells. What happens? The 6-carbon molecule, that is glucose, C6H12O6, is attacked by the enzyme in the cytoplasm and it is broken down into pyruvate. Pyruvate is a chemical of 6-carbon molecule. Now again few enzymes work on it, and then the final end products are lactic acid, which is a 6-carbon molecule with the formula C3H6O3 and energy. That means when lactic acid is released, no carbon dioxide is released, only energy is released. Whereas when ethanol is released, carbon dioxide is also released.
Welcome to Moo Moo Math and Science. In this video, I'd like to talk about fermentation, also called anaerobic respiration. Sometimes cells need to produce energy whenever oxygen is not present. A solution to this is called fermentation, and it provides energy for cells without using oxygen. It is also called anaerobic respiration. It does produce energy, but it is less efficient than aerobic respiration that uses oxygen. There are 2 types of fermentation: alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation. The first type I'd like to talk about, alcoholic fermentation, occurs in plants and yeast whenever oxygen is not present. The cell takes glucose, technically pyruvic acid, and it is converted into ethanol, which is a type of alcohol, and then some carbon dioxide and energy. This is how many wines and beer are created. The other type occurs in animals, including humans. What happens with this is you take glucose, again technically pyruvic acid, and it's converted into lactic acid plus energy. This occurs when the cell needs energy and there's just not enough oxygen. To get an idea of how inefficient fermentation is, during aerobic respiration, 36 ATPs are produced per glucose, and in fermentation, only 2 ATPs are produced. So there we go, 2 types of fermentation, alcoholic and lactic acid, but they're helpful because it helps to create energy when there's no oxygen around. Thanks for watching, and Moo Moo Math uploads a new math and science video every day.
So in the previous video, you might have got cleared with the concept of anaerobic respiration. So let us deal with the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. The first difference is aerobic respiration takes place in presence of oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration takes place in absence of oxygen. Second, in aerobic respiration, glucose is completely breakdown. Oxidized means broken down, whereas in anaerobic respiration, partially or incompletely break down. Point 3, aerobic respiration have products, that means after the glucose is broken down, it forms carbon dioxide, water and energy, whereas in anaerobic respiration, in yeast it will form ethyl alcohol or ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus energy, whereas in human muscle cells and bacteria it will form lactic acid plus energy. Fourth point, in aerobic respiration, large amount of energy will be released and the energy will be stored as ATPs, adenosine triphosphate. So about 38 ATP molecules will be formed, whereas in anaerobic respiration, less amount of energy will released and only 2 ATP molecules will form. Now here one question arises that, okay, large amount of energy is released during aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration takes place in human beings, and human beings and other animal had to work a lot, so they need energy, whereas anaerobic respiration takes place in microorganisms which does not require so much of energy, so they are okay with 2 ATPs. But why does the anaerobic respiration takes place in human muscle cells? It also takes place in human muscle cells, no? So why does it take place there? To understand this, imagine a situation when you have done a heavy exercise or intense work. What do you feel? You feel tired, you feel as if you are losing your breath, isn't it? It happens because your body has utilized enough of energy. And how the energy is formed? When in the cells the glucose is broken down in presence of oxygen and the energy is released with carbon dioxide and water. But it happens that when you are doing heavy exercise, the more number of energy is utilized and it does not become easy for oxygen to so fast go to the muscle cells and help in breaking down of glucose. So in that condition, what happens? The glucose in absence of oxygen break down, because it will not wait for the oxygen to come. By the time the man will die, so the glucose start breaking down in absence of oxygen and it forms lactic acid and the energy which is in less amount. So that lactic acid, you might have felt also that when you do heavy exercise or intense work, your body start paining. The body and muscles start paining because of the presence or accumulation of lactic acid in your muscle cells. And when you take hot water bath, then the pain goes. Because when you take hot water bath, the blood circulation goes well and the lactic acid get dissolved. So this is the entire concept. Point 5, that aerobic respiration takes place in higher level organisms like human being and animals, whereas anaerobic respiration takes place in microorganisms. So this is all about the types of respiration, differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration.